Okay, everybody, we are just about at the end of Unit 14, so we're here for a little bit of practice and review. Of course, you should watch the other OWL slideshows on OU and OW to make sure you get everything that I've talked about and all the words that I've introduced. All right, so let's take a look at what we've learned. And we'll start with OU, and we know that OU makes the OW sound. That's our key sound from Unit 14, and we know that words do not usually end in OU. Okay, there are a couple, but when OU makes the OW sound, there are no words that we need to worry about that end in OU. So we have things like shout and about and loud and noun. Okay, well, we can remember that. Of course, there's a problem because OU can also make the OO sound, like group and soup and tour and your. Okay, I think we have all that now, right? So then we can move on. But then, oh, that's right, I forgot. There's also the aw sound, like ought, like you ought to drink your milk and you ought to eat all of your broccoli. And then we've got bought and brought, which are two of our trick words. Okay, so OU is really a problem. So we just have to remember these words as our examples, and I think we'll be okay. Okay, now let's. Oh, gee, this morning I forgot. It also makes the sound, like in cousin, which was one of our old trick words, and double and touch. Oh, this is really too much. Okay, well, now that we have all of these, let's go ahead and look at that. Oh my goodness, I totally forgot about this. That's right, it makes a long O sound too, like for and pour and court. You know what? I really don't like this OU thing. It just makes me so frustrated. I just feel like saying OU, OU. Get it? Oh. You. Oh, you. Get it? Okay. Maybe that wasn't very funny, but let's move on. Okay, and we also worked with OW in Unit 14, and we learned that it also makes the ow sound like cow and how and plow and shower. Okay, and we learned that OW can go at the end of a syllable and a word, and it usually does. It, sometimes it'll go in the middle, sometimes it looks like it's in the middle, okay, but if we add a suffix, it'll make it look like it's in the middle, but it's actually at the end of the base word. Okay, and we know from before when we talked about long O that OW makes the O sound like snow and show and mower like a lawnmower. So we've got ow and O. It's not quite as bad as OU, but it can still be a problem. And we learned that if we take a short word and that ends in OW and add letters to it, the sound changes. So flow becomes flower, right? And grow becomes grown. And tow, like a tow truck, TOW, becomes tower. Okay, so that can be a little tricky also. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Oh, and yes, homophones. We have grown like, oh, I can't believe I have to do more homework. And then we have toe, like, ouch, I stubbed my toe because I was walking in the dark and I couldn't see where I was going. But then we also have grown, like, oh, my flowers have grown so much and, oh, my car broke down. I need a tow. So we have to be careful with homophones. We do this by using a dictionary, by reading, by looking at the other words that are around it, and these will help us understand. And of course, if we don't know, we can ask. Oh, that's right. And we have no, like, no, you may not have extra recess. And hey, I know that guy. And we have thrown, like the football was thrown at me while I wasn't looking, and oh, I see the queen sitting on her throne. And then we have flower, like the thing that you'll put in the garden. And unfortunately, we also have flour, the thing that the white powdery stuff that we use to make bread. Homophones, they're going to be a problem. Okay, let's move on. We also talked a little bit about homographs, which means they have the same spelling. We have bow and bow, and these are mentioned in another slideshow. Spelled the same way, but they sound different. Okay, we also learned that all OU and OW syllables are marked with a D. It doesn't matter. Um, as long as it's the ow or the O sound, we're going to mark them with a D. So the D is for double vowels or diphthongs, okay, or vowel digraphs. It actually stands for three different things. And we used the same D syllable with EE and EA and OY and all of those other double vowels. And of course, we had our trick words, which we can practice now very quickly. Let's see if you've learned them. We have Wednesday, and let me show that to you. And it's easy to remember if you just say it the way it sounds. Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday. So that D is one of the silent letters. Okay, and the second E. Next we had Thursday. Thursday. And here's that one. And the next one is Saturday. Okay, let's have a look. After that, we have bought, like I bought a new pair of shoes. Okay, and brought, my friend brought his game over to play. Here's that one. And we also have piece, like may I have a piece of bread, please? And here's that. Okay, this is not the piece that we use to talk about something being calm and people not fighting. Okay, all right then, let's move on and practice some words. All right, and let's see if you can spell these. Your first word is powder. Powder. She sprinkled some powder on the cake. Here it is. Okay, the next one is ouch. Ouch! I stepped on a Lego in the dark. Ouch! All right, here it is. Your next word is rowdy. Oh, we haven't used this word very much. Rowdy. The kids were rowdy at recess. All right, let me show it to you. Your next word is couch. Oh, I think I'm going to take a nap on the couch. Okay, let's have a look. The next one is crouch. The tiger wanted to crouch behind the tall grass. Crouch. There it is. Your next one is outline. Oh, when you get older, somebody's going to teach you how to write an outline. It's a very important skill. Here's outline. And yes, it is a compound word. So you would mark that one like this. It gets one scoop there, a circle around the diphthong, and a D there. Line is the second syllable. A macron over the I. We cross out that E, and it's a V underscore E syllable. Outline. Okay, your next word is loudly. Loudly. The teacher screamed loudly. And here it is. Okay, and your last word is outstanding. Outstanding. After this word, I will give you an outstanding poem that I have written just for you. Here it is. Outstanding. Also a compound word. And remember, this one gets a circle because it's got that suffix at the end, and it gets a circle here for the owl. Okay? Now, let's move on. So, since we are going to be talking about poetry anyway, I decided that I would compose another poem just for you. I hope you like it. Here it comes. There are times I need to just sit down on the couch or outside or on the ground and stare at a cloud, a brown owl or a drowsy hound, quietly without a sound, and think for an hour about the princess in the tower, with her crown and her flower, and her beauty and her power.
Yes, nicely done. Very nicely
Thank
done.
you. Thank you very much, everybody. Wonderful. Thank you. Yes, my heart is pounding too. Wow. The end.